Hello friends, happy Tuesday. Sorry we didn't get to do a read out loud yesterday. Miss Nemeth was at the school and I was getting all of our things ready for you to come and pick up. I have some really exciting surprises in there that Mrs. Novak and I were able to put in with all of your supplies. So make sure you get up there on Tuesday. We're excited to see our graduates coming up on Thursday. That'll be a lot of fun. And today what we're going to do, since it's our last week of school and we're doing all kinds of fun things, what we're going to do for our story is we are going to read one of Miss Nemeth's favorite books that we didn't get to do this year. And the exciting thing is I have a bunch of these books, so we can keep reading them during the summer and we'll post them on our Google Classroom, so it'll be a lot of fun. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with the story of Skippyjon Jones, okay? And he is a Siamese cat that thinks he's a Chihuahua, okay? Kind of reminds me of my Warner kitty. You know, he looks a little bit like a Siamese cat, but he thinks he's a dog because he hangs around with the dogs all the time. So today we are going to read the very first Skippyjon Jones book, and it is by Judy Shatner. So I'm excited. Yay! All right, here we go. I'm going to turn the camera around for us. Skippyjon Jones by Judy Shatner. Oh, and then you have to notice on this page we've got a big bumblebee because he's going to be in our story a little later. And the author, Judy Shatner, this is a picture of her. So there she is. She wrote this book and put all the words in here, which is great. Oh boy. Look at, there's that naughty kitty in the bird bath. Mrs. Novak loves this story too. Every morning, Skippyjon Jones woke up with the birds. And there he is, see? That little kitty's in there with the birds, and if you look real careful in the bird nest, there's his ears. And this did not please his mother at all. "Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Britches," ordered Mama Junebug Jones. "No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds," she scolded, "or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Mrs. Doohiggy's bird bath." So look at Skippyjon Jones is in trouble because cats are not supposed to be with the birds. Uh-oh. And his mom looks really mad. The lecture went on and on as usual. "You've got to do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants," said his mother, "about just what it means to be a cat. Not a bird, not a mouse or a grouse, not a moose or a goose, not a rat or a bat. You need to think about what it means to be a Siamese cat." Right? So he shouldn't be a bird, he shouldn't be a moose, he needs to be a cat. "And stay out of your closet," she added, closing the bedroom door. So look at, there's his closet. Wonder why he has to stay out of his closet. Miss Nemeth, though, Skippyjon loves to use his imagination, and we're going to see that really soon. But once he was alone, Skippyjon Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones and I bounce on my bed. And once or 6 times I land on my head." On his way down to earth from a gigantic big bounce, Skippyjon Jones shot past his bedroom mirror. "Holy guacamole!" exclaimed Skippyjon Jones. "What was that?" So look at, there he is. He's looking in his mirror. What do you think he sees? So up he went again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua." Back on land, Skippyjon Jones climbed into his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippyjon Jones began to sing in a muy, muy soft voice. "Oh, my name is Capito Fresquito, and I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow, I'm sweet like the jello. I get the job done, yes, indeedo." So, this is where Skippyjon Jones likes to use his imagination. He's pretending he is there it is, a Chihuahua. Oh boy, so look at, he's got his horse, he's got his mask. Back in the kitchen, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Jillyboo Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. "Can Skippyjon come out of his room now?" asked Jujubee. "No," answered Mama Junebug Jones. "Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking." In fact, Skippyjon Jones wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. Uh-oh. There he is. That imagination's turning on. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down a lonesome desert road far away in Old Mexico. And not too long into his journey, a mysterioso band of chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. "Ay caramba! Who goes there?" asked Skippyjon Jones. "We go by the name of Los Chimichangos," growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. "Who are you?" "I am El Skippito, the great sword fighter," said Skippyjon Jones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. "Why the mosquito, dude?" asked Paquito Tito. "I go incognito," said Skippito. "Do you like rice and beans?" asked Pinalito. "See, I love mice and beans," said Skippito. "He might be the dog of our dreams," whispered Rosalita. "Perhaps," said Tia Mia, "if he knows the secret password." Uh-oh. Do you think he knows the secret password? Annie says she knows the password. Oh, man. Here we go. Let's see. Leaning toward Don Diego, El Skippito half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ear. "Achoo! Pichu!" "Bless you," said Don Diego. "Gracias," said Skippito. "Then it is true," declared Don Diego. "Yippee, yippee, yippito! It's the end of Alfredo Bazito! Scapito is here, we have nothing to fear! Adios to the bad bumbalito!" Then the Chimichangos went crazy loco. So look at when Skippyjon went in his closet, he met all of his friends, right? And they're so excited because he knew the secret password and he knows how to save the day. First, they had a fiesta. Then they took a siesta. So look at, we have a fiesta. What do you think a fiesta is? We had that in our Chicks and Salsa book, you remember? A fiesta is a party. And then they took a siesta. What do you think a siesta might be? Kind of looks like opposites, right? First they're asleep, or awake, and then they're asleep. A siesta is like a nap, or a rest. Oh, let's see. Things are going to get very exciting in this book. But after waking up, the Chimichangos got down to serious business. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great Bumbalito for Skippito to see. A hush grew over the Chimichangos, and one could hear a whisker drop. "Alfredo Bazito," whispered the crowd. "El Blimpo Bumbalito Bandito." "Sí," said Paquito Tito. "The bandito steals our frijoles." "Not your beans!" cried Skippito, outraged. "See," Paquito Tito continued. "Red beans, black beans, Boston baked in blue, cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto, and jelly too. And now he comes for us," Paquito Tito added. "Por qué?" asked Skippito. "Because we are full of the beans too." Then Don Diego stood tall and in his most somber voice declared, "Yo quiero frijoles." "Huh?" asked Skippito. "The dude just wants his beans back," said Paquito Tito. "And you are the dog for the job." "Me?" asked Skippito. Then all of the Chimichangos turned towards Skippito, the great sword fighter. So the big B is coming for Skippy's friends, the Chimichangos, because guess what? They eat all those different kinds of beans, right? I know a few of you use jelly beans to make patterns. And because the dogs are full of the beans, the Bumbalito is coming for them. So Skippito has to protect them, right? Oh boy. But poor Annie, it's okay. Don't be brave, Annie. But poor Skippito had no time for a plan, because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The Chimichangos scattered in all directions. "Vámonos, Skippyjo, or it is you, the bandito Willito, they cried. Skippyjo stood his ground, but his legs shimmied and shook like the jello, and his teeth chattered like the castanets. Then, in a muy soft voice, he said, "My name is Skippyjo Frisquito. I fear not a single bandito." So he's being very brave, right? He's afraid, but he's got to be brave. But Alfredo Bazito flew straight for Skippyjo until the bean-eating bandito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. "Holy frijoles!" cried Skippyjo as he thrust his sword into the air. Oh, man. Oh, man, friends. Suddenly, look at that word, pop went the bandito, landing on Skippyjo's sword. And quicker than one can say Chihuahua's cheese and crackers, see if you guys can say that, Chihuahua's cheese and crackers, then every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Bazito, the Bumbleito Bandito. So look at, when Skippyjo popped him with his sword, all of the beans came out. And look at, I think I see some different jelly beans, right? Oh boy. Then all the doggies burst into song. Yippee, yippee, yippito. Our hero is El Skippyjo. He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans, and now we can make our burritos. Oh my goodness, look at how happy they are. Now they can make burritos. What a great job, Skippyjon Jones. He's got a very big imagination. But back home, there was such a ruckus coming from Skippyjon's room that Mama Junebug Jones and the girls had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room and Bangito, Crashito, Papito, Skippyjo! Just in time to see Skippyjon's closet exploding. So look at, there's all the toys he had in his closet, right? He was using his imagination. He was playing with all these different toys, and the closet popped open because he had so many toys and beans in there. Then, out flew the candy, beanbag doggies, and the kitty boy, whose birthday piñata was on his head. "Skippyjon Jones!" everyone cried. "Hola, muchachitas," he said in a muy soft voice. So look at, there's his piñata, and it's on his head. Mama Junebug Jones lifted up Skippyjon and covered his head with furry purry kisses. "What am I going to do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pugs?" she scolded. So look at, even though Skippyjon Jones was making a big mess, he's still getting a nice big kiss from his mama, right? Using all that imagination. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippyjon began to bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that." "Say good night, Skippyjon Jones," called his mama. "Buenas noches, mis amigos," said Skippyjon Jones. The end. And you know what I love about this ending is when we read a couple more of these Skippyjon Jones books, you'll have to see if you notice something. It always ends the story usually with his mom telling him good night. The end. And look at, there's the little bumblebee up there. Oh, and look at, what shape is on the back? A heart. Because Miss Nemeth loves Skippyjon Jones. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed that book. Like I said, we're going to be putting a couple more on our Google Classroom this summer, and I'll upload them to our YouTube so you can enjoy them. I hope you like that story, and remember, keep using that imagination. It's a lot of fun, and you could do some really great things with it. So have a super day, and it's almost time, almost the end of the school year. But I'm excited, and I'm going to miss everybody. I'm excited to see everybody, too, coming up soon. So, all right, I'll miss you. Have a great day, friends. Bye.